First, I started by making blobs on a blank sheet of paper with watercolor. I like watercolor because it leaves some room for surprises. I don't want control. I want the shapes to find themselves so that it's fun. The exercise is not me telling it what to be, but rather than that, finding the shapes. It's almost like when you look at the clouds and you imagine shapes. So now it is all dried up. Now I'm going to take a color pencil and try to make some sense out of all the shapes. Let's see. I see a face in this one, so the first thing I did was make an eye. Now let's find the nose, the hair. I tried to keep it loose because it's okay if you. The whole point of illustration is to not make conventional forms. So if there's an exaggerated nose, that's fun. That might be a memorable character trait, right? Okay, it seems like we've covered all of them. Now I've brought it into Procreate and I'm going to select my top 3. This one seems exciting. I like her nose. I like this one because it has a certain anger or some movement is there. I can play with the hair. Now I think the third one will be this yellow guy. Let's see. I'm going to copy all of them on another layer. I will rearrange them now. Okay, now I have reduced the opacity and I'm going to color them on another layer. I'm just going to isolate the shapes. Now it's important that you remember to not, you don't exactly have to follow it. These are just starting points. Your character is going to come out and it's up to you how you want to shape it. There's no hard and fast rule that you have to stick to what the original form was. It's alright if you adjust it. The whole point of this exercise is to go from knowing exactly what you want and getting that on paper, not doing that, but practicing your intuition, giving room for yourself to have surprises in your work, because that's when we are actually using our creative muscle. I feel like if I already know what I'm going to make, I get bored of it and I end up it doesn't have that magic. So this is just us trusting our that muscle. See, now we have the shapes isolated. Now I'm going to just draw some lines, make some, give it definition. Now we have three characters. Let me pull up a reference. I want to make it so that she is singing or screaming like a, you know, lead singer of a rock band. It's also important to remember that you do not have to get the nitty-gritties right. The whole point of illustration is you're not making realistic paintings, you're making illustration. You have to just get the essence of the character. So a little bit about character design. There are many ways to go about the process. First, generally you would write the character, and then you would explore different shapes, different sizes, different basic shapes. But this particular exercise is not about that. This exercise is about trusting your gut, finding things in your work that you would not if it was a given brief. Right now the privilege that we have is that we don't have a brief, so we can do whatever we want and we can have fun with it. So play with the forms. Sometimes it's easy to get stuck in, okay, I make big heads and thin necks. No, you don't have to stick to that. Your character will define those attributes. Sometimes somebody can have a thin neck, somebody can have a big nose. The whole feeling that you get when you look at a character, that should be a North Star. Anyway, I'm just blabbering now. Let me finish this. Let's isolate the hair. Sweater. This is also a good exercise to understand values. How when you're seeing that I've just used 3 colors, literally just not gone outside, and still it has just with values I can play so much. The brush I'm using right now, it's called Spectra. I like that it gives, it's not flat, it gives a certain kind of texture. So it's right now my go to. Now let's do the same for this lady. Start with the hair, make it darker. I'm doing this on another layer because I might need to erase the details, define it. So I've just turned on the clipping mask so that everything stays within this. I'm going to make it darker here. You get hung up on colors, then you lose track of the values. So first you take care of the values, then you get to color. For this exercise, stick to the same hue. Now on another layer I'm going to add, let's see, we will add some light. I like to add this rim light because it kind of is just magical. I love it. Life, I like to do this. I really enjoy just figuring it out as I go without the pressure of, let's say, a client saying, oh, this is not nice or this is not what we want. I can just do whatever I want and leave it at that. I don't have to answer to anyone about my choices or why I did pick the color that I did, and I think that is important. As an artist, you must make decisions independent of a third party sometimes to get your confidence, to know what you like, to know what works for you. Because at the end of the day, and the time that we're living in with AI and everything, your unique perspective and way of seeing is something that is invaluable. Nobody can, do what you can do. Nobody can take away your what is your style, whatever that is for you. And more than that, it's just the fun of doing it, of making mistakes and enjoying the time that you are spending with your creativity. That's what it's all about. AI can do all the other boring stuff. It's almost like therapy. that is the line drawing under. I'm not going to erase that. I'll just keep it to really minimum transparency, because it gives some I like the effect that it gives. Thank you. We are done. Thank you for watching, and follow me on Instagram, and please subscribe here so that you don't miss the next time that I post. I hope to do this more often than what I've been doing. So see you in the next one.